Loop and apply a heel and lace pad on the Achilles and one on the dorsal side of the metatarsals. Next, apply the pre-wrap as shown in the video. Apply 2 anchors just underneath the calf and 1 anchor on the metatarsals. Apply a stirrup by starting on the medial side of the ankle, going underneath the heel and then bring it up on the lateral side of the ankle. For the horseshoe, start the tape on the dorsal side of the first metatarsal. Bring the tape around the back of the Achilles and across the first metatarsal. Interlock the stirrups and horseshoes 3 times each. Next, the heel locks. Start the tape on the ventral side of the foot. Bring it around the heel and loop it once around the ankle. Go down the medial side and end on the lateral side of the ankle. Do this 2 times. For the figure 8, start the tape on the medial side of your ankle. Go down to the ventral side of the foot, then up laterally. Tape around the ankle once and then bring the tape down the medial side and finish on the lateral side of the ankle. Repeat this process twice. Apply closing strips to cover up any windows on the tape job. Smooth out any tape and remove any excess pro wrap. Place an anchor around the metatarsals. Use a half strip of tape and start on the ventral side of the 5th metatarsal. Go around the heel and apply half of a heel pad on the Achilles. Continue the strip of tape until you reach the ventral side of the 1st metatarsal. Apply the second strip on the ventral side of the 1st metatarsal and continue until you reach the 5th metatarsal. Repeat this pattern of a total of 6 times. It should resemble an upside down cancer ribbon with an X on the fascia of the foot. Apply a closing strip on the metatarsals. Then add a half strip starting on the lateral side of the 5th metatarsal. This will go around the heel and end up on the medial side of the anchor. To secure the tape job, apply closing strips. Start on the ventral side of the foot, going heel to toe. Make sure the direction of the strips are lateral to medial. Add a half strip starting on the lateral side of the 5th metatarsal. This will go around the heel and end up on the medial side of the anchor. Close all of the tabs. Apply 1 more closing strip around the metatarsals. Clean up the heel pad and smooth out any tape. Make sure the flanges are side by side while taping them. Use the healthy flange as a splint for the injured one. Apply a half strip around the proximal end of the flanges. Then, for the second strip, apply a half strip around the distal end of the flanges. Apply a half strip around the distal end of the flanges. Apply a half strip around the proximal end of the flanges. Start the pre-wrap halfway down the forearm and cover up the carpals and metacarpals. Apply 2 anchor points with a half overlap on the forearm. Then 1 more anchor on the metacarpals. To prevent the wrist from hyperflexing, extend the wrist and insert a piece of tape on the dorsal side of the anchor on the metacarpals. Attach the tape to the other 2 anchors on the forearm. Repeat this process, but instead of the tape being straight, add the tape on an angle. The first layer should have 3 strips of tape and should resemble an X with a line through it. Repeat this pattern 1 more time. To secure the tape job, use closing strips to suck in the supporting tape. Make sure to have an overlap on each piece of tape and to cover the carpals on the wrist. Clean up any excess pro wrap and smooth out any tape. Start the pre-wrap halfway down the form and cover up the carpals. Pre-plan the width of the 3 strips as shown in the video. Now that you know the distance of the tape, apply the tape going proximal distal to the carpals with a half overlay each time. Make sure you cover up the carpals. Clean up any excess pro wrap and smooth out any tape.